Kirby's Corner. So for 420, I figured I might as well record something that has to do somewhat with mindset and manifestation mentally, because hippies eat that stuff up. We all know that. So I thought I would go back to this idea that I've kept in my mind about the 4 Minute Mile. I think the 4 Minute Mile story is a super interesting story that everyone should really know about. And once I heard about it, it kind of has just stuck with me ever since. So yeah, here we go. So for a while, the idea of running a mile in 4 minutes seemed impossible. For years, people would try, but no one would really get close. The 4 Minute Mile was deemed impossible by many until May 6th of 1954, when Roger Bannister broke the 4 Minute Mile time with a time of 3 minutes, 59 and 4/10 of a second. Soon after Bannister broke this record, breaking the 4 Minute Mile barrier became more and more common among runners. 46 days later, Australian runner John Landy broke the 4 Minute Mile time with a time of 3 minutes and 58 seconds. Then, the 4 Minute Mile was broken again a year later by 3 runners that were all in the same race. Since then, thousands of people have achieved this goal that was considered impossible by many people for hundreds of years. So hundreds of years ago, the majority of people thought that the 4 Minute Mile was an impossibility. And to me, it seems like this is only because of the lack of proof at the time within this growing field. Regardless of how sheepish and ignorant this may seem now, it's clear to see how people of the time could come to the conclusion that the 4 Minute Mile was impossible. Just looking at the information alone could give you that conclusion. However, you could definitely argue the fairness of that. When there was the eventual first completion of the 4 Minute Mile, the completion of the 4 Minute Mile became more and more common as time went on. This phenomenon may suggest that the mental barrier to complete the 4 Minute Mile was a lot bigger than the physical barrier for many runners at the time, just considering the snowball effect of completion after the first 4 Minute Mile was achieved by Roger Bannister. So when it comes to my opinion about all of this, first, I think it's very unfair for the people of this time period to completely disregard the possibility of this so-called impossibility. Nothing is really impossible, in my opinion. In life, there's always a chance. No matter how slim, there's always a chance. You only limit yourself when you set mental boundaries on what you're capable of. So in order to become the best versions of ourselves, we must truly believe that we are limitless people. Our growth as individuals and as a collective society is clear evidence of this. There was a time on Earth where bookstores and libraries seemed like an impossibility. And look at us now. Most people would rather listen to a book on Audible when they aren't watching YouTube or surfing the web. This idea that any society of any time period has known it all when it comes to the possible and impossible is super arrogant, in my opinion. When we set our egos aside and are open to change, we allow doors to open in our lives that wouldn't have otherwise. When we choose to believe in ourselves, the endless fruits of this world are ours. This has been Kirby's Corner. Have an amazing day. Peace out.
Boy, we are just smoking today. Man, oh, man. You want to take this show and just roll it up in a gigantic paper. light it.